Okay, everyone, we are here with our next stranger. Could you tell us your name or how you'd like to be called and a little about yourself?
My name is Makala. Some people call me MK. Um, I play softball and I am a student in Alabama.
Awesome. Hey, you're the first person that I've talked to from Alabama. It's pretty cool. How do you like it in Alabama?
Um, it's really hot, but overall, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like, have you lived there your whole life?
Yes,
Mhm.
me and my family travel though sometimes.
Oh, cool. Where do you guys travel to?
Well, my dad has her mother. My dad's mother lives in Michigan, so sometimes we go down there. Or like last Thanksgiving, we went to Florida.
Hey, that's my state. I'm in Florida right now.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty hot down here, pretty humid, but you probably get that. Yeah, so one of the things that I talk to people on this channel about a lot is, at least younger people, is like school and everything. Do you like school? And what's been your experience?
Well, school is okay for me. I mean, I don't really enjoy it, I would say, but my friends are there, so I mean, it's okay.
Why don't you enjoy it?
Um, every kind of it's school.
Could you could you talk a little more about that, like more specifically?
Um, well, we don't really have a big school. Our school's pretty small because we live in a small town.
Mm.
Um, and we have three school districts. So I'm in the second one.
So I sorry, I interrupted you. You were going to say something.
No, it's fine.
So your schools are pretty small then? So you've known the same people like since kindergarten pretty much?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what is that like to what is it like to know people so well? Like what are the pros and cons of that?
Well, the pros are like that way you know who you're around and what their personality is
Mhm.
and who to hang out with and who to not. The con is like you go somewhere and like you just see them, the people like you dislike. It's just like, hi.
So yeah, it seems like one of the things too like on here is a lot of people have been bullied. Um, and have you had a similar experience? Have you been bullied?
Um, kinda. Yeah.
Hmm. Like how?
I think it was I wouldn't say I would say a long time ago because we have a lot of like kids like I don't know how to say this. I'm mixed, so we have a lot of mixed kids in my school now.
Hmm.
I would say I was getting bullied because of like my skin color and stuff.
Mm. Like that, and that, I think that's something that's interesting. Is like when you call yourself mixed, like do you consider yourself black or a person of color, or do you call yourself mixed often?
Uh, Not really. I tell people that I'm both. Like, there's no reason to be confused. I'm just
Mm.
both. I can't help that my parents loved each other.
Yeah,
I mean, I was born.
yeah. Oh, is there a mystery person there?
Yes, my sister.
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting because these days I think people want to be sure that they call people by the right identification, right? Like if you're trans, like people want to make sure that they call you, him or her versus or her she. If you're a man transitioning into a woman, and um, yeah, so that's interesting. So for you, it's just you consider yourself mixed is kind of how you identify.
Like, I've had a lot of people ask me for my
Yeah.
curly hair. I've had a lot of people ask me if I've got perms or if I've like colored it or something.
Hmm. Cool. So so like a lot of people say that they feel like they're more educated by TikTok than they are from actual classes in school and stuff. What are your thoughts of that?
Well, I'm not really on. I have a TikTok account, but I'm not really on it that much. What I would say was like school teaches you like math, science, but I don't think they teach you what you're coming for the what you're going to through the world.
Hmm.
Like how to so my school doesn't teach you how to pay taxes and stuff or stuff like that. And we don't do a lot of science either. So
Huh. If you could like, let's say you were the president of the U.S. and you could, oh, puppy, and you could change like the way that education was done. How would you change things?
um, I think it would just give kids like more time to learn or stuff. I'm so sorry.
Why? Oh, with the dog?
Yeah.
That doesn't. That's fine. Yeah, just be yourself. Just be yourself. We're just hanging out. This is nothing. You know.
Um. Well, maybe add more things to the school program,
Hmm.
like the life problems and just more teaching experiences.
I see. Okay. So like more, just kind of like more experiences rather than just like sitting down and having to learn things like on paper and about like things that happened so long ago that aren't relevant at all, right? Kind of thing. Interesting. Well, what else do you enjoy doing? What are some of your favorite things?
Well, I'm very good at art. I I like to play softball. That's like my number one sport.
What got you into
Um,
softball?
I actually really don't remember. I think it was just like a sport that my dad mentioned when I was 5 or 6, and I was like, let's try it out. And I had started to fall in love with it, and I kept playing it since.
Oh, cool. Are your parents into sports too?
Yes, my dad used to play football when he was younger, and my mom used to be a majorette for her
Oh,
football team.
okay. Did they meet like at the same school, like doing football and stuff?
My dad actually went to a different school because he moved from Michigan to here.
Mm.
Um, they met at a friend's house,
Oh.
and my dad it was like love at first sight because when my dad was younger he didn't tell people his real name, so when he met my mom he told her his real name.
So, like, from you like traveling a lot, like traveling up to Michigan and stuff, like, what are the differences between Alabama and Michigan?
Well, I gotta say Michigan people do speak a little different, especially because my grandma owns used to be a pastor for a church. So when we all pray and we say amen here, but they say amen. I was like, and I've had like one old lady come up to me and be like, "Did people speak weird down there?" Like, no, not no. It's like y'all kind of speak a little weird up here though.
Huh. Yeah, that's do you have any idea like in Alabama and stuff, like there are a lot of people that say like, oh, like don't go to Alabama because I don't know, they just don't like care about women as much down there and stuff, and I know with like abortion and stuff like that. And I mean, do you ever like talk about those issues with your friends or family down there, or
Um, Not really because we've never had anything happen like that in our family.
mm-hmm.
Um, I think because we come from like a really good family that usually people have children at a really good age. So I don't know. We have never talked about that.
So you come from, you're like really, You come from a pretty strong, like tight knit family. No, wow.
Yeah.
So many people, yeah, so many people on here I've talked to. It seems like that's kind of the thing, like that leads to people getting in trouble, and at least with the law and stuff, is like if they don't have a good family, it's tough to end up doing what you really like and stuff.
But sometimes I feel like it's not about the family. Sometimes I feel like it's the people they hang around sometimes.
Mm.
Um, Because one time my teacher said that she had a student that was really smart, never done anything bad, but now he's in jail for life for something he did because he was hanging around the wrong people.
Mm. Why do you think? Why do you think that's an interesting perspective? Like, what? Why do you think that good people end up hanging out with people who are bad influences?
I feel like the people that they hang around with people that they hang around when they were children, and I feel like they were friends for so long that they really didn't want to find any new friends, or they were scared to like speak up or something
Mm.
and things like that.
Do you have do you have those kind of experiences like with your friends and stuff?
Not not really because some of my friends come from really good families and they're not really as bad.
Mm.
I'd say we they do get in trouble a few times sometimes, but I think it's just for like talking in school and stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Like when you say good families, what do you mean? Like your friends come from good
Um,
families?
well, one of my friends' mother is one of the was a principal for one of the schools, and my other friend's parents own a nail salon. So I feel like they try to teach their kids like how to build a business and how to stay away from the bad people.
Hmm. Interesting. That's so cool. How about religion for you? Do you go to church? Is that a part of your life?
We don't really go to church now, because of coronavirus,
Oh,
and we just kind of stay indoors. But we don't really have a religion. We just believe in God in general.
what is your thought of all that, of God and religion?
Um, well, if it's what you were born to, it's what you were born to. If you want to change, you can change. I mean, we have our one God. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have a lot of gods, as long as that's like a really good God and that's what you believe in. We're not going to take it away from you. I mean, that would just be wrong.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it seems like there's some people out there who the reason that I'm doing this channel in the first place is to like bring people together from different perspectives and thoughts. And if you were to talk to someone who doesn't believe in God, um, and what would you say is what do you what is why is the reason for you, like, why is it important for you to believe in God?
Well, I don't. There's not really an importance. I think just me and my family are like we kind of rely on it, and we rely on each other. We
Mm.
just like we pray to God, and we just think it's just what my parents were born up to too,
Mm.
and what we were to.
So it brings you guys together. Hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Is there, so like I've been asking a lot of questions and stuff, and usually it's kind of like an interview, but I don't know. Do you have any questions or thoughts of anything that we haven't talked about at all?
No, actually, not at all.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Makala, is it Makala?
Makala,
Makala. Okay. Makala, it was nice talking to you. Um,
it's nice talking to you too.
yeah, and if you want to have a picture for the thumbnail of the video, You can send me. You could send me a picture to buildingbridges505 at Gmail. I put it on here. If you don't want to send a picture, that's fine too. And yeah, the video should be posted in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, Makala. Thanks again.
Bye.
All right, see ya.
See you.
Hmm. I don't know why I felt so disconnected there. Oh, our first person from Alabama. She's younger, you know. I think that's the reason. She's like pretty young. Um, yeah, and is probably working through a lot of those questions or thoughts herself. So, okay, thanks guys for watching.